Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm Shadow, and today we are using Infernape on Reg G. We're using it with Caly-I, so Infernape can go from Fake Out, Set Up, Trick Room, Coaching. We are a bit of a faster Caly-Rex on this team, so Trick Room is more of a niche option, but we have some interesting tech with like Encore, Infernape, Coaching. Fake Out to really support the Caly-Rex, and we got a lot of staple options around it to help us. We got Icy Wind and Fluttermane for more speed control. We got Follow Me, Ogre Pond. We got Safety Galls, which really get around at Munguses as well, and Assault Vest, Raging Bolt to be bulky, and also more speed control with Electro Web. But overall, excited to use this team. Let's hop right into it. Okay. Very interesting Kyogre team. What's Caly-Rex? Caly-Rex is water. I feel like the team wants to get Tailwind, but Caly-Rex is definitely really nice here. I think I want Raging Bolt here. Can go for like Electro Webs. Infernape can hit. It's only Overheat, but I think Coaching's absolutely not bad here. So we could how fast are we? This is one where Infernape's a bit hard to bring. We are 176. If they get a Tailwind, they're pretty much outspeeding us, so I think we're fine. And then I can either bring Urshifu or Ogre Pond. I think I like Ogre Pond here better. Urshifu could be good. Actually, this one I feel like Infernape's just really hard to bring. I mean, we could close. Actually, they have two Pokemon close combat. Well, actually, we don't have close combat. It's only Overheat. It really only hits the Fortress. Sturdy's good, but I feel like Urshifu just resists so much on their team. Yeah, I think we'll go with this. Then we can also close combat Urshifu as well. Also rain boosted. Let's see. Looking at our team, they'll probably have Serena. Actually, Fake Out actually is not going to be bad on Infernape. So Fortress Ogre Pond is the lead. Promise, I feel like this thing's gonna explode. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna protect, and just I could hard switch into Infernape here. I'm gonna protect and Electro Web just to get some damage off. And break Sturdy on, well, actually, if they explode, then they're going to break their own, but just do some damage on Ogre Pond. Okay, Ivy Cuddle goes out. We aren't going to get to see what Fortress goes for yet. Ogre Pond is slowed. I don't. Oh, okay, Body Press. We actually could be in a pretty good position just to pick up a free double KO here. Except for the Fortress. Let me see. How fast is this Caly-Rex? I know it's got quite a bit of speed investment. 86. No, it's not as much as I thought. So, I think we have to Terra Water here. I'm going to Glacial Ants still. And I'm gonna switch in Infernape for Fake Out. Then we can also try and go for like Coachings. That way if they let like Ogre Pond go down, we got Fake Out into whatever, like Kyogre, switching Kyogre. We still have Overheat for the Fortress. Okay, that's the avocado. They were so fast, so good thing we did Terra. Take quite a bit of damage. But crucially, we will get the Glacial Lance. That did nothing. So that's important to note. This Body Press could be doing a lot. We will get a free Overheat. Well, let's actually go for Iron Defense. Overheat actually does not feel bad here. Iron Defense is pretty threatening. But Overheat, I feel, still covers for everything. If Well, if Kyogre comes in, yeah. I still feel like Overheat's still really safe. I couldn't fake out. I don't really want to get body pressed here. Actually, I can just Encore Fortress into Iron Fence and high horsepower Kyogre. You go for water spout, that's fine. We do live with both. Sash pops. We'll get the Encore onto the Fortress. It's now just stuck. Now we're in kind of the position we want. And we'll get the high horsepower. That's exactly what we wanted. I don't really... I could cycle Infernape still for more... for fake outs. But I'm gonna... I can protect her too. Yeah, I think I just click protect and switch in... or Shifu, I think is the play. They do switch out Kyogre, I'm not surprised by that. I guess I should have gone for Glacial Lance here, it's pretty free. Serena comes in. Don't love that. Checked. I think we... I don't know my Serena speed tier, but Surging Strikes is still really going to be good into this Fortress. So I think I just go for that still. And a Glacial Lance. I don't think I'm too worried if I let Calyrex go down here, so yeah. This is a bit weird spot. I mean, we got enough damage on the Kyogre, we're not too worried here. It will just let us get the Surge Strike, that did nothing. Okay, that did a lot less than I thought, that's a bit concerning. Okay, so they do power up Calyrex. I'm not surprised by that. We do know we're faster now. Don't love that too much. What we actually could do here is we could bring in Infernape for a coaching. That's an idea. Talon's course gone. Or we could just bring in Raging Wolf for a Thunderclap. That may be better. We can't. I forgot we cannot Thunderclap with Serena. That's fine. I'm gonna Draco. And Surging Strike. Surging Strikes will pick it up. I can just Draco and Serena. Try and... I just want to pick up the Serena here because Serena is the really main problem having to deal with here. I think they're Scarfed or... yeah, I think they're Scarfed in the back as well based on their switch. So probably here, if we can just get a Serena fake out, it's going to have good value. Let's get the Surging Strike, so that's perfect. They could triple Axle, but see, I feel fine still. I would like to get this Draco off. Okay, so they just power up an Urshifu. It does KO. Okay. Unfortunate, but I think if we KO a Draco here, we're still fine. Now it's a bit awkward. How many more turns of rain do they got? I do need to remove this Kyogre. They have one more turn of rain. I think I've got Thunderclap and hope it KOs. I don't have Protect, so I just gotta go for an Overheat. Yeah, it doesn't even matter, I forgot. Okay, they actually Ice Beam Infernape, okay. I may still be trolling here, going for Thunderclap. Okay, the only Power Whip actually. That did a lot still. I may have messed up. Not going. Yeah, we're just gonna go for Electro Web. I may have messed up this. I think this was very winnable, and that Thunderclap kind of threw. Gonna Terra. Please don't be Terra Grass. Okay. Okay, it's definitely Triple Axle. So we're gonna need Triple Axle to miss. Not sure why they went for Power Whip then. Oh, we're faster. Who did it miss? Oh my gosh. Okay, so first off, it didn't KO. Second, yeah, I threw that. I threw that really bad. Actually, I feel like Infernape, that one, I missed. I think if I should have brought Infernape in maybe a bit earlier. Blocking Fake Out was kind of unfortunate. I have Draco Meteor kills, that's a win again. Reason I think like Booster or Life Orb's better is because that picks up over Assault Vest. So unfortunate. I definitely could have played that better. I think having Overpond could have been better with Infernape there. But I just kind of need to bring Infernape, but overall close. But I think I threw it there. But let's head into game number 2. Okay. So this is Zacian. This one, Infernape can actually put in some work. I actually like Infernape here. I'm going to lead Infernape Calyrex here. Overpond deals with quite a few of their mons too. Could bring Raging Bolt or Fluttermane. Fluttermane I don't think gets the most value here. Urshifu could be good. Raging Bolt could also be good. Certain Strikes being able to possibly pick up Gene Pack would be nice, but I think we just go for Raging Bolts here. Fluttermane is good though, but I think Raging Bolt's just our best option. Because it hits like water. If they're like Terra Water on anything, we can hit that then. But I feel like this is pretty good. Fine match. If we get Coaching Boost, that's really nice in front of like the Zacian. Lead wise, this is fine. Don't love it. I'm gonna fake out the Overpond here. And then Terra Water Trick Room, because I feel like Overpond could be tried to just cover with like a Horn Nature Wood Hammer here, so I don't want that to be an option. I'm gonna Terra. Let's see. It will be that, yeah. Sure, it could be a fire move, but still, I feel like this is a better option. We'll Terra 2, get our. So my hope was like block, because they're probably gonna go for a Venomoth Blade here into me, and maybe they also went for an Ivy Cudgel, but I think them going for a Grass move here makes a lot of sense too. Get the Fake Out, crit, nice. But this is what I thought. Yeah, we take that well, and they don't get their boost. We get the Trick Room up, and we're in a pretty good spot here. I'm just going to high horsepower the Overpond and go for a Coaching. Pretty safe, we'll get the boost. And if we KO Overpond, that's another boost. They're going to follow me, actually, that's perfect. High horsepower does not KO. Okay. We'll go for Coaching. We'll get the boost. We'll see what Zacian goes for. They have Wild Charge. Okay, so that Coaching turns out to be pretty important. I'm going to Overheat here and Glacial Lance and hope we just pick up the double here, or else that Wild Charge is going to be ripping through us. follow me, he's not going to matter. We'll get Glacial Lance, we'll clear that first. And at +1, this should do some good damage. Yeah, as long as Overheat connects, we should just pick up the Zacian and be in a good position here. We'll be at +2, and then I think from there should be in a good spot to win. Overheat hits, this should KO. I don't see where this doesn't. Nice. And we can now just go for coachings. I think at this point we've pretty much guaranteed it. If it's like a Jin Pao, we can go for the Overheat to guarantee it still. Flutter Mane, that's fine. We can OHKO that pretty easily. Unless it's Sash, but Sash is definitely going to be on Jin Pao here. We'll probably see Booster on Flutter. Yep. And here I think we just Overheat. It's going to be Speed too. Oh no, it's Special Attack. I think they're so fast on this. So I'm still going to Overheat and Glacial Lance. Oh, they have Suck. Okay, we do go down. I'm really used to playing with Indeedee Calyrex. So I'm not playing around priorities again. I'm not used to it as much. Oh, it's Life Orb. Okay. Well, we'll Revenge Kill it. That's fine. That's just great. So now it's just Flutter Mane. We'll see what it goes for. Moonblast. They'll take us down to Sash. I think you want to switch out Infernape just to reset my stat drops. Okay, let's think. One more turn Trick Room, I think I definitely just still go for the Ivy Cudgel. And they just forfeit. Yep, nice. GG's. Infernape put in some good work there. Got the coaching boost to help us get +1 and Overheat to KO the Zacian and the Jin Pao. So, pretty big there. Got Fake Out to help set up Trick Room. If we don't have that Fake Out there, then they have a real possibility of doubling us with Hammer Venomoth Blade, and it could have been trouble. Wild Charge is pretty interesting, but with the coaching, we're able to live it. And pretty good. Let's head to game number, final game number 3. Okay. Another Kyogre team. I don't think I'm going to bring Infernape this time. They're going to want to cycle Fake Outs looking at their team. And though getting Fake Out could be nice, I think I'd rather just lead Ogerpon Calyrex, I think is the play. Or I could lead Raging Bolt. They actually can't block priority, so Raging Bolt could be good. And then I think I lead these two. Normal Shadow Ball. Nah, I think we just leave these to bring these 4. They don't have power blocking on this team, so they don't have the Serena, which actually is really nice because Thunderclaps are now free. And if they want to stop it, they have to Fake Out, which allows us to freely get, say, up Trick Room. So I feel fine about this matchup. That's probably Urge for Rapid Strike, looking at the team. Also, kind of, so it is double Fake Out, so they're probably going to be cycling that. We don't have anything to really block that. We don't have as much Protect on this team as maybe you'd like. Well, I think it's fine, but they can definitely stall out our Trick Room pretty well with all their Fake Outs. We may have to make a read eventually, like, hey, and just stay in a click. Also, Terra Water's not as safe because of the Rillaboom, so that's also something we have to worry about. So maybe like switching to the Raging Bolt could be good. Infernape's not really a counter either because it can't hit Overheats as well in the rain. So Instant Urshifu. Lead-wise, I'm fine with this. It's definitely not great, but it feels fine. I think I have to Terra Water here still. I don't see a way I don't. I definitely feel like that's still the where I want to burn it. So I'm gonna Terra Water and just Trick Room. And I'm actually just gonna go for a Thunderclap. Try and punish this Urshifu if it tries to go for anything. Sure, I could Thunderbolt, but I feel like Thunderclap isn't bad. It prevents like close combat from going into anything here, so I feel like that's really safe. If they do switch, that's fine. And it's probably not like a status move. I mean, it could be coaching, it could be taunt, that could be bad, but I think overall, I don't lose too much going for Thunderclap here in this situation, so I feel like I can just go for it. They will fake out. That's what I'm actually fine with, because now if they go for Stricken Strikes, we will take it well. They do actually just double the Raging Bolt, which fair, they'll get damage onto it. But it kind of puts us in the exact spot we want to be. We'll get Trick Room up. Now we can just start spamming away at everything. I'm not going to target the Urshifu here, because I have a feeling they're going to switch. So I'm actually just going to double Instant here, I think is the play. Especially if they want to like Parting Shot out, I think Urshifu either protects here or switches, so just doubling Instant feels really safe here. They are Wisp, that's annoying, so Calyx is in counter. They actually stay in with Urshifu, which is kind of surprising. That did not do anything. Well, we'll get the double, we'll see how much it does. Almost KOs. And they'll just keep targeting this Raging Bolt. I do want to pick up this Rillaboom is the thing. Getting rid of Raging Bolt's absolutely not great. And I probably should preserve that better. But I thought they wouldn't play, just leave Urshifu out like that. This makes me think they're Sash. So I'm just going to bring in my own Urshifu. High horsepower Instant, just pick up a knockout if we can. Actually, I can't really go for it here either, because they're going to Will-O-Wisp my Urshifu, so I'm actually going to protect. To try and preserve it. Okay, they do withdraw Instant, that makes sense. We'll see what they bring in is the Rillaboom. Again, not great in this position at all, because I don't really have much to deal with this. Okay, so it's just a double switch. Kyogre, they're playing to a really good spot here, especially when Trick Room ends. I don't have damage. Attack, that's fine. But I feel like I can't leave Kyogre alone here, but I think I've just got to here try and get rid of this Rillaboom. So I think I've just got Glacial Lance and Close Combat. It's a bit of an unfortunate position, because with Calorie Sperm does not put out the pressure that I need to be putting out here. So I'm just going to Glacial Lance, Close Combat, trying to remove the Rillaboom. They have Fake out here if they want to stop one of my Pokemon from attacking. They've got Grassy Glide if they want to try and get aggressive and KO. Urshifu here, they could Wood Hammer or Calyrex. Like, they're in a good spot here, and I think they've positioned themselves well. If this is a Turf. Okay, so it's going to be into the Kyogre in his water. So they're going for big damage here. And they're going to because I kind of have to. They're going to Grassy Glide. We should live. We do. I'm not surprised by that. But this Glacial Lance is not going to be doing anything to this Kyogre. Actually, with Close Combat drop, they may just pick up a double, and then that probably just GG's at that point. Oh, they're actually slower. Okay, so it's like Calm Mind variant, probably. We do live. That's important, especially if you pick up the KO. They do have their own Urshifu in the back. We don't know our speed tiers there. But look at the Close Combat. Pick up Rillaboom, that's big. No more Grass Glides. If I had Raging Bolt, this would still be a winnable position. But I don't. And our Kyogre's in a really good spot. So I gotta bring an Overpon. If we're slower, then there's a chance. Urshifu, okay. But this is definitely probably Calm Mind, Protect Kyogre. It could be a Soul Fest, I guess, too. But I gotta see which one of my Pokemon's faster. We're 149, 178. Okay. So they're definitely slower. Trick Room goes away in 1. I'm just gonna double protect here. Actually, Urshifu exists. You know, we're gonna have to hope Urshifu targets into the Ogerpon here and I live. This may seem like a bad play, but I just don't feel like I have any other play. I have to hope for the Roach to like misplay here because I'm dying to Water Spout, so I just kind of have to make this play. I don't have any other options, which sounds bad, and I'm still gonna lose. But I think that was my only out, was either like Urshifu has to close combat into something, but it's just kind of bad positioning. Losing Raging Bolt, I think, was my big issue, is I need to preserve that longer. And I think if I do that, it's a lot better. Sure, Will-O-Wisp was a problem, but I still think that there was other issues. I misplayed the early game, and I think that's why. 'Cause in this situation, Raging Bolt could Thunderclap both, and it'd be in a really good position. And Raging Bolt could be cleaning up, but because of how I played it, I put myself in a bad position to be here. But they were also faster on Urshifu, so makes sense. But GG's. Unfortunate, but I mean, they played really well, positioned really well. They got their Kyogre, so I won 2 against Kyogres, but Infernape goes 1-1. Pretty good. My main problem is sometimes it feels like it doesn't. I mean, the overheats feels nice, but sometimes it just feels like Infernape could be doing more. I don't know about Encore. I feel like close combat could give just as much value. But overall, really enjoyed the team. Infernape's really interesting, kind of pretty fun mon to be using, kind of switch things up. But overall, if you want to try the team, rental code in the description. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe to the video. I'll see you next time. Bye.